I used to play Alchemy Stars. I haven't followed up with Alchemy Stars for a long time. I think the game is still doing fine. I remember last time the game was solid. It was solid, like everybody likes it. So I'm curious why Alchemy Stars is an ideal example of a perfect game in this Reddit, and why that perfect game is boring. By Zjish. Okay, so let's see what everyone has to say, right? Alchemy Stars requires mere minutes to spend all your energy. Characters are very easy to max. That sounds like a good thing. There's a glacial power creep, no PvP, okay, no guilds, no significant co-op, no meaningful leaderboards. I feel like these aren't... Sure, PvP might make the game more interactable, guilds will make the game more interactable. Yeah, these things usually, most games will have either one of these, so that the game is like, doesn't feel like a single player, right? You can auto everything once you have at least one decent team. Except for the hardest event stages, which don't even reward you with much. Yes, it's a dying game. It's getting less and less engagement with this up because there is no end game. Wow. No end game. Nothing to farm or advance. No goals beyond rapidly finishing every seasonal event. Yes, everything that this sub wants and doesn't want in the gacha game, and is dying because of that. Ooh. I didn't find Alchemy Stars gameplay particularly engaging personally. I don't think a perfect game can exist, much less for an entire subreddit. Unfortunately, the base gameplay is too reliant on RNG, right? Combined with heavy auto battle results in a lack of depth that makes it hard to design game-changing units. Okay, what this guy is saying is true. So the issue with Alchemy Stars actually is both pros and cons, right? I think it's not much of an issue if you think of it as a pro, because some people actually like it, but I'm not sure myself. I didn't like it, and I can see why some people might hate that sort of. Let's see if I can show you guys a little bit of the gameplay, right? So I'm gonna see if I can show you guys some of my video. So for example, this is how the gameplay is like for Alchemy Stars. This is my video last time that I make. So you guys can see on the floor, there's tiles. There's yellow, there's blue, there's red, there's green. So you want to chain the combo to get the max combo, right? And then you have characters on the right. The issue with the tiles on the floor is random. So everyone that enters the stage will get different. So you can't follow guides actually. Like there's no point to make guides for a stage because every player will experience different tile. And that actually affects it actually. If back then, when I first played, I remember the last story event. No, not event. The last stage of the story. It was so hard. And then I keep trying. Eventually I beat it. Because I got lucky with the floor RNG. So it is a bit annoying. It is a bit annoying that the floor RNG can actually impact a lot of the... whether you beat a stage or not, right? It is pretty crazy. It feels like if I ever need any other units and none of them have any real impact or change on the way I play the game. I played heavily for over a year, never felt much impact besides the cool new art the character gets. The developer and strength of the art was what kept me in for so long. To add, no marks against the developer either. I think they've done close to the best that they could without radically changing the base system the game started with, especially with such a small team. If Tour Dog ever makes another game with base gameplay, better built for long term, live service, I'll absolutely be on board. I'm going to give Alchemy Stars credit where credit is due. Their gameplay is the most unique amongst all the gacha. I agree. This is kind of unique. Maybe I'm crazy, but Alchemy Stars is the first game that I play that requires you to have a mono element. I mean, it doesn't require you. You can do mixed teams, but it's like you get... Like this is how you play it, right? You combo. You see I'm connecting all the red together, right? And then boom. But like, my character, this one is a yellow team. So I get more benefit from the yellow tiles. The yellow tiles give me more bonus. So it's definitely something that... yeah, you need like a yellow healer, you need like a red. I think the focus is to build one specific mono team. A lot of CN games seems to lead towards this, right? Alchemy Stars has a great OST. I don't remember. Does it? I need to go back and listen. It is less the base gameplay is the main issue. It kind of sucks how simple it is, but the main killer is its repetitiveness. In every battle, you have to do same strat over and over again. There are many codes that also have the same exact gameplay with minimal gimmicks added. Tour main advantage is the ability to see what's working in the other games. Yeah, I guess one thing that makes me quit is there is auto, but there's no sweep. I wish they would just give you a sweep, because even the auto is a little bit slow sometimes. The AI, you know, sometimes the AI doesn't know what they are doing, so it doesn't get the most out of the damage. Even the auto is RNG, yeah. But usually if you're strong enough, you should be able to auto through the stage. You aren't really intended to do big combos on color every single turn. Your burst at the start of every time your converters are ready. The problem is those in between turns just aren't satisfying, okay? So let's see what else they have to say, right? So I'm curious to see what this guy has to say. This is a very long essay. Okay, so let's have a read through it. I've made a dozen of posts about this. GuitarRock is exceptionally capable of making things look good, and that's something that generally everyone will agree. But as for the rest of the game, I would definitely say these guys have no idea of how to make money. Alchemy Stars is an example of a gacha that failed to be properly fleshed out and improved further by the devs post-launch. Sure, it's very interesting and pretty at first, but after a full year, the novelty has faded to most of the player base, and the developers either ignored this for too long or found no solution. Every damn map looks the same, enemies get incredibly repetitive, fast, too much RNG, etc. For a game past its first year anniversary, you would expect some new twists to help the player base feel excited, but nothing happened, right? It's not that the game doesn't have an endgame, it does. Calamity Codex, Simulation Room, there's just no point in playing both. CC is a score competition mode without meaning to competition, because everyone gets the same rewards by doing the bare minimum. So SR, Simulation Room, is a chore made by multiple stages that nets you point to acquire some ridiculously bad rewards. Okay? So what the game lacks are systems to back this end game. You simply max your characters very fast in Alchemy Stars, and there's no way to improve them further. Something that is usually the focus of the end game in every other gacha, usually farming rare materials to improve statuses and unlock new powers. Alchemy Stars has nothing of this, so all that the devs do is to keep giving you more and more roles, except that the events and content are so easy that you might as well ask yourself why you are using other characters and teams, why you are using different strategies when the game requires none of it. Okay? As an unavoidable result, their profits are falling recently because, to put it simply, there's bare reasons to roll for new characters or open your wallet. We got Persona 5 collab! Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot. Our Alchemy Stars had a Persona 5 collaboration. Let me see if I can find it. I literally forget about this. The collab, you would assume that collab would bring more players. Nobody talk about it. Okay, so the collab character was bad. That's something that I heard. So this is the promo for it. This is the how it looks like. Okay. I think we did saw this. I never get back to the game though. I thought I want to get back to the game after the collab. So you get Joker as a character. Okay. He's one of the characters. I think there's 2 characters. And I heard they were pretty bad. Or is it 3 characters? I still play Alchemy Stars? Really? Queen. Oh. Joker, Queen. What a waste. Yeah, look, they put effort into the collab characters for sure. But if it's bad, I can see why nobody would want to pull, right? Violet. Okay, so they have 3 characters. The collab that kills games, I've heard about that. So they have 3 characters. Okay, look at the chibi, guys. Oh wait, 4 characters. So 2 dudes, 2 waifus. Wow. What do you guys think? 5 characters. What the heck is this? What chibi cat? Huh? I never play Persona, so I don't know. Is this a heist under a mountain of moonlit night? So this happens from July, as you can see, from 14th of July to 3rd of August, right? Then comes the Cloud Gardens, big surprise of the anniversary, which for any other popular gacha could have been a great thing, but for Alchemy Stars, it was a huge F up. Like I said, everyone was expecting new twists, power systems, and something to sprinkle life in the gameplay. But what we got was this Harvest Moon mood that could as well had been a side game itself, since it got nothing to do with the rest of the game. Really, you can just ask yourself what those developers were thinking when they had the idea of adding a second base building mood to a game that already had one. So here's the thing, right? If your game already has dormitory system or base building, yeah, why would you add one more? It's like a different twist to it, right? This new mode brings nothing to help the rest of the game. It looks good, you can fish, the trees have nice designs, but eventually you stop playing it since there's no point for its existence. They could have created more monster designs, 3D models to make them less repetitive, changed the tiles and look of the battle maps, added extra visual effects, but nope. Now a chunk of development is spent on every new update to add more content to this mode, since it's such a big feature at that point and the devs are simply too unable to drop it. Fair enough, I can see sometimes you add something. A lot of games do this though, it's not unique to Alchemy Stars. For example, Counter-Side, I'll be honest with you, I don't like this. I don't like the dormitory thing. I know this is a mixed feeling. Like what's this? And what is this? For you to do what? Send business cards, accept business, like you don't need this. Like it's just, this is just here, you know? Last time we don't have this. But then they added this so that you get to use your chibi. I'm like, okay, so you want to put chibi in the game? Okay, fair enough. Most games probably have one thing that can be taken out and it won't impact the game as a whole. This is very important. That also affected their revenue because not only the Cloud Gardens have zero monetization, their development resources got stretched out, so now events and character banners last for an entire month with huge gaps between updates. And yes, this means less money, less player interest. Still like the game, and I hope for more than anything else to see the devs get their stuff together and put a new spin to keep things going. But outside of the main story and events, which got some good writing, there's legit absolutely no reason to spend money or feel engaged by the gameplay. Just do it, Tour Dog. Everyone is waiting to see some things actually happen. Agree with what you said there. Okay, so I can see that is a valid criticism. I do think that's a very well written complaining about Genshin Endgame. Much text though, yeah, it's all about the text at this point. So yeah, I'll link it to you guys. You guys can check it out for yourself if you guys are interested to see more of the essays. I don't know how many of you guys would like, but hey, that's enough. That's enough Reddit for me for today, I guess. Dang, it's so long.